Hey, what's up, guys? This is Logan. I'm here on Three Cool Things. I got a really good guest here, Doc Pollard. He's from my hometown. Known each other a long time. It's crazy. I went played baseball at Santa Fe Community College. I walk in. We had never formally met each other, but I'm up there, and he was interning. Correct? Is that what you were doing?
Yep. Yes, sir. I was
Yeah,
interning.
you were interning. So we're in a meeting with all the athletes are in this one meeting, and they're going down the list. You got to stand up, say your name, where you're from. Stand up. I say, Logan Wells. I'm from Bradenton, Florida. He said, "Whoa, wait." So we ended up linking up right there, and it's kind of had a friendship, ever since. So I appreciate you being on the show. If you want, give a little background about yourself. Let everybody know, my friends, followers, what all you've done.
Okay. Well, first of all, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate the opportunity to come on your show, and talk about what I have going on right now. Um, can't thank you enough for that.
Yeah.
I'm currently the head coach, Gainesville High School. We're about to, not even 2 months in, and the COVID-19, takes over. Prior to that, I was at Santa Fe High School for 2 years as the head coach. I did the total of 6 years there at Santa Fe as the head coach and as defensive coordinator. I did some time in Tallahassee at Leon High School. I was defensive coordinator there. I got a chance, in the coaching world. I feel like, I'm on this side of it. It's more to talk about what I'm doing now as a coach more than I did as a player. I've been coaching now longer than I played. So I've had the opportunity to work with Coach Meckley, Coach Canan, a guy named Bill Wiles, another coach named Tim Coakley, all Hall of Fame coaches. It's kind of I guess forged my my way into the coaching world, and I've been able been fortunate to learn from some good guys. Married, my wife from Gainesville, LaDonna Pollard, formerly LaDonna Patrick. You know, made pretty much made my home in Gainesville, but I'm a 941 kid all day.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, we my hopes and goals with the whole show is to eventually branch out, and I slowly have. But I'm immediately going to always go to what's easy, and the people that I know will jump on for me, and that's always the hometown people. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, so I gotta spread this out a little bit. I've already had Fabe on. I know I got Lassings that could come on, Pete to come on. And those are just a few quick ones that are big name guys that have had an impact on the sports side of it and the off the field stuff in our hometown. So it's always special having you guys on the show. Kind of want to get started, and that'll kick off to this. It's called Three Cool Things. So I want to know one cool thing about you. We know you went. Everybody else needs to know you went to Manatee High School. You were a one hell of a player there. And I want to know about the recruiting process for you. One cool thing about that. Tell us, what made you sign where you signed? What was the cool thing about the whole thing?
Well, I think it started off. Had Boston College, Tulane, Georgia Tech, a Nick Saban coach, Michigan State, Florida. Miami was. Loved the Hurricanes. Thought I was going to be a Hurricane, and not only in high school but also in college. Wanted to go to Miami, but they had their restrictions back then. Didn't make the cut, in their eyes. But Coach Berg gave me an opportunity. Coolest thing is cool thing. The cool thing was going to Sarasota Airport and getting in the plane, and Reggie McGrew and Johnny Rutledge are flying the plane to Gainesville. That was like, okay, they're sending us on, they're bringing us on a recruiting trip, but the guys that I'm going to be coming in with are flying the plane. I thought that was really cool. They gave me an opportunity. I passed. I didn't really want to crash. I was, pretty nervous up there, but I thought it was pretty cool, to get on the plane with guys that I'll be potentially playing college football with at the time, and they were flying the plane. I was like, you know what, this University of Florida, it's pretty cool. They let the players fly the plane.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what I was sold from that point before my trip even started.
Mm-hmm.
I was already ready to be a Gator, just waiting to get that official offer from Coach Spurrier, which I got.
That's awesome, man. And obviously, like I'll try not to be biased with stuff, but I'm a Gator, man. I love it,
Right.
I love everything about it. I got to obviously play ball at Santa Fe for a little while before I transferred back to Hillsboro, but it was the whole experience in Gainesville. There was nothing like it. Plus, during that time up there, they won a football championship, back-to-back basketball championships. I mean, that city was on fire. There's nothing like Gainesville. It's crazy.
Right. That was what I call the golden era.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, and I know some other Gators that, played before I did or were in Gainesville before I was there. They might argue, but I feel like the experience that I had in Gainesville is unrivaled. It's unmatched to, any college experience that you could have.
Well, that's one heck of a thing, man. I want to move on now to the second cool thing. So, kind of leads into that. What tell us something cool about college? Like, I mean, give us a cool story, something cool in college that.
Well, I knew going in, home was comfortable for me. I knew that going to Gainesville, even though it was, a couple hours, up the road, it was going to be, a new challenge. I was a little anxious. I was excited, but anxious at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new world, a new challenge. I guess, I didn't really, you don't really know what to expect. You just know that you're going to, a great university. You're going to be around great football players, and just going to be everything is just going to be on a different level. And again, I'll go back to one of the first experiences that I had there. It was Javon Curse, Eugene McCaslin, myself, and a guy named Damian Hill. It was a class of '95, and we were in the Checkers parking lot, and there was some like freshman competition, a lot of trash talking. Who was the fastest guy? Who was the fastest guy on, in the freshman class? We lined up with, the Checkers right off of, University Ave, right by the Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
It's like right in the heart of Gainesville, and we raced. It's just safe to say I learned that day that I was going to have to work hard in my craft because it was some big guys that could run. You know what I mean? So, we won't say who won, but I'll just say that I knew that I had to get better.
Yeah.
Doing what I had, what I needed to do in order to, hold up my end of the deal. So I thought that, again, it was the first experience. You actually got to see, bigger athletes, guys that, that are not supposed to be able to run as fast as little guys, but they do that. You know what I mean? So that was a pretty cool, yet eye-opening experience for me.
It's a whole other element when you get each level you go to. Like, I mean, it's just you leave somewhere and I mean, and like I said, you're a local celebrity as far as your play in high school, and not taking anything away from college, but it's like you go up there and you're another guy,
Right.
Like, and that's, I mean, I felt the same way in baseball. I'm like, I could come here, I can start wherever I wanted to, as far as with my age group, and because we had a lot of good athletes that came, before me. I'm not gonna say I would start over them, but like in my age group, I feel like I could hold my own. But then you get to college, and you get there with other freshmen and sophomore in college, and it's like, whoa,
Right. I mean, it's just a testament. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just,
no, you're right.
It's just a testament to, the level of athleticism of the athletes, in Florida, but not only Florida, but Texas.
Yep.
In Georgia, though, those guys, there's athletes, everywhere, big guys that run like little guys, and it's a pretty amazing, pretty awesome thing to see.
No, it is, most definitely as well. So, talked about a couple cool things there. I want to get to, and I really want to help you out too with making sure people are able to follow Gainesville High and your football program, and especially a lot of my viewers are going to be people from our hometown too. And I know you're not big on, social media, get on, do what you need to do, but you don't, you're not out there putting your business all over the place. So I kind of want to put your business out there
Okay.
as far as letting people know back home what you got going on, because it truly is. It's an impressive thing, man. It's awesome what you got going on in Gainesville.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and I'm not a big, I use social media more so for the players that I coach. And I don't really talk about, what I'm doing per se. I guess we use outlets like, the one that you have to, for that. But like I said earlier, I'm currently the high school, the head coach at Gainesville High School. I've been coaching now for 15 years. And I think the cool thing about it is I got my first coaching job at Gainesville High School in 2005. I was a junior varsity defensive coordinator, and I assisted the varsity coaches as a defensive back coach. They had guys, that went to Miami, like Kevin Nelson, Devontae Davis, Earl Okine went to Florida. They were loaded. We had some good players that ended up, going to play ball. But the cool thing is, like, I got my start at Gainesville High School only 15 years later to come back to be the head coach.
That is cool.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, when it actually happened, when they actually announced that I was going to be the head coach, I was, taken aback that my journey had come full circle. You know what I mean? So, I'm a Hurricane still. You know what I mean? It's like, I've been several different places. Like I said, I've been in Tallahassee, I've been in Gainesville, I've been at North Marion, I've been at Eastside in Gainesville, Santa Fe as a head coach and defensive coordinator. I've been a few different places. I worked for a few different, head coaches, and just to see my journey come full circle, back to the place where I started to become the head coach, I think that's a pretty cool thing.
No, I mean, it most definitely is. And one of the coolest things, I think, especially, you get to see firsthand here from two guys that were able to leave your hometowns to go off and go play in other areas. And you know what? Maybe we weren't talented enough to go on to play at some of the other levels that some of our guys around us did. But that doesn't mean that there's not an avenue to get to that, and it doesn't mean that you can't still be just as impactful on the sport as some of these guys have been. And just from what you just talked about in 15 years of coaching, think about how many kids that you've had an impact on their lives. Think about how many kids that, and it might not even be just because of football. It might not have been them going and playing college, but it might be some of them didn't do something dumb on the streets because they remembered having a conversation with you about that, and those are the things that, from a coaching, those are the things that hit home for me and why I love getting the opportunity to do that. So I can only imagine what it's been like for you for this long and at the level you're getting to do it at too.
Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome experience, and I all I ever want to do is be a coach. I've been fortunate. I've been blessed enough to do what I set out to do. So, I'm doing it in Gainesville now, and going to help these young men of Alachua County. But like I said earlier, I'm still a kid from the 941. I love home, and hopefully this journey brings me back to Manatee County one day where I can do the same thing.
Most definitely, man. Well, hey, I'm gonna let you get back to your downtime, enjoy your time with your family. You and I will continue to stay in touch. Anything you ever need from me, anything I can help out with Gainesville High, I don't care where it is. If I can help you out, I'm all about it. Appreciate you being here and giving me your time. And hopefully next time we have you on the show, we're talking about one of the cool things is a state championship. So.
I hope that's the case. I appreciate you having me. Thanks for thinking about me.
Yeah,
appreciate it so much, man.
Yeah, you already know, man. I'll touch base with you later on, okay?
Temple, have a good one.
All right, you too, Doc. See you, buddy.
All right.